You can see, guys, that the garden's under an enormous amount of stress. That rain that we had last week just really took a toll on it. I'm getting this blossom end rot, and this is because my squash mounds are a little too wet. And so this is about what my fruit's looking like right now. I'm going to do some things on Monday. I had to order some blossom end rot solution, so I'm going to try that and see if I can't salvage it. There's just way too much work that's went into this to let these things go. But let's go on down the line here. And you can see the plants look okay. They look pretty healthy. And I've got quite a few buds in there. But as the fruit starts to mature, it gets that end rot on it. So here are my cucumbers, getting ready to trellis these up. And here are my cantaloupes. These are looking pretty good. I think once I get them trellised, they'll look even better. My bush beans are extremely stressed as well. Oh my goodness, I mean, just all that water all at once just really wasn't good for it. And believe it or not, it's dry as a bone right now, at least on the rows. It's not in between. Beets, I think I'm gonna have to end up pulling these up. It's getting too hot. There are a couple of good size in there that I'll pull up and eat. But our flowers are coming in really good over there. I was hoping that they would bring in some bees. That's another issue I think I'm having with my squash, is I've seen one bee in my garden, and usually when I come out in the mornings, I can hear just the humming of the bees. And if you think that bees are not important, let me tell you something, they are. If you don't have pollinators, you're not going to get set fruit on your plants. So surprisingly, look at how things have rebounded in the raised bed, and I think that's only because it got an enormous amount of rain and I have been fertilizing them. But this one is looking pretty good. I think that as we get hotter, we'll be able to shade off these pepper plants and maybe get an extended season, but we'll see. My bush beans in this raised bed are looking quite healthy, so I'm hoping to get some beans out of these, but I'll show you what I picked today. But you can see the garlic's doing pretty good, and there is our ginger and our turmeric coming up. Very excited to see how we do with that. But I'm glad I've got some green beans out here. I don't know how much I'll get out of them, but I'm glad we have them. I want you guys to notice something about my soil. Look how sandy it looks, and if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I have that black gumbo soil. This sand, I don't know if it just came up because we got so much rain or if it blew in, but lots of sand on top of the soil. So yesterday we went and got a load of compost, and we're going to try to salvage what we can with this compost. We're going to add it around our plants and try to give them some nutrients. So here's some of the green beans I picked this morning. It may not look like much, but that's probably a couple of meals for me and my husband. And then I have some good looking turnips here that I'll be digging into. So for an update on the squash bug spray that I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago in the mold spray, it seems to be working. I've only seen 1 or 2 squash bugs out there this week, and of course I squashed them. But so what are we going to do to try to salvage our squash and our tomato plants? We are getting a oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a calcium spray. I'll let you guys know when I get it. And we're going to spray it on the plants, and we're also going to spray it probably on our tomato plants too, because we think that those got a little bit too much water, and we don't want the blossom end rot. We're also going to take compost, and we're going to put around the roots of the plants out there and try to give them some food. I'm not sure if a lot of things just washed out or the freeze that we got earlier in the year. But the garden is very stressed out right now, and we're going to try to bring it back, and we'll show you how we're going to do that. So thank you for watching. Take care. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend. We've already gone into the 90 degrees, guys. We went from cooler temperatures. In fact, one day last week it was 49 degrees. 49 degrees here last week during the night. And so we will be working on this, and be sure and subscribe so you can see what we do to try to save what we can. And we ask that you hit that like button if you like this video. Take care. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be checking in with you.